Your moon and me asleep and certain buckets besides. I'll get Aetherite. Some are more prone to sickness than others. Can you turn down your volume?
I just realized Alkaloid's in that carriage.
Yeah. How do you know, Ziggy? Alkaloid and his sister. Normal folks can't see us or hear us, but we feel special. Yeah, maybe you can tell us something. What's been restless as of late? Lots of strange things happening. Have you chanced to witness anything suspicious, Cooper? Aw, you don't got no more drink. Could you still far way off in case you want abundance and as you're awake? How's about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see? Buns and trade. I will butcher every name. As for your good self, judging by your unusual comments, I'd say you were one of the new adventurers. Am I one? I knew it going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's why I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean, ain't no secret that adventurers seem a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it?
To gain power.
To gain power. Power, as in the power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. You'll never be short of a chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. When you arrive in town, you'd best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. And it wouldn't hurt to join a guild neither. Gardenian's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a bow, a polearm, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's fact.
Halt! Go no further.
What's this then? What?
What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Bloody hells, we should hold them here. Try to break clear.
that was too bleeding close. Nice of the X-Vault to send us a welcoming party though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends, so just you take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gardenia?
Yes.
Yes. It is? Well then, let this journey... How you say that?
Itinerant.
Itinerant. Tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Grindian lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all Erosa. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that, not since the calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold Gardenia, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lie
Ganya.
once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge. Even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the era. However, the goddess Nothika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the market to deliver me wares, then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By the thanks for keeping me company. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the matron take her to her bosom, that she may never want. And in her heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Her bosom?
That's what it's called. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV.
Yay! I have a question. Why are we walking so slow? I mean,
Because this is normal walking speed. Normally we're running.
okay. Yes, you there. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinant, a wood whaler of Gardenia. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies, while we welcome those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are.
Sounds like we're about to fight.
Right? Fighting words there. To show you kick my ass. Welcome to Gardenia, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select this control screen you wish to use. I am using a gamepad with buttons and controllers. So, let's get this off the screen. There you go. Okay, let's see what he wants. Let's zoom out, because I cannot see.
Should we read that?
Yeah. Non-player players and the NPCs offering quests that can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads to bring up the quest window. Speak with an NPC by first targeting them, then pressing the confirm button. Okay.
Right-click the mark to bring up the quest window. Hit accept. Well, coming to Gardenia. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gardenia, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. That's experience points, and that's guild.
Another green adventure, I presume. I thought as much. You can't allow strangers to wander Gardenia unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Caroline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you are wondering. The Caroline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mione within, and she'll take you in hand. You're an asshole a little bit, man. Like, fuck you.
I don't remember that being. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task.
The duty list. Upon accepting a quest, the current objectives will appear under the quest title in the duty list on the right side of the screen. A maximum of 5 quests can be displayed at once.
Clicking on the title will open the quest in your journal, allowing you to receive objectives and rewards. Review, not receive. I can read.
I'm a kitty that can jump. Jump, jump. I'm a jumping kitty. Wee, wee, wee.
Complete a quest by right-clicking the NPC with the check mark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards from items and guild to experience points. Do I need glasses?
Well, well, what have we here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I assume? Welcome. Mione is my name, or Mother Mione, as most call me, and the Caroline Academy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gardenia, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the Guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gardenia. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a sudden, constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak to as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years passed. Eurasia was well nigh land to waste. when a dead Wyram emerged from within the lesser moon, Dalamud, and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely the square mile of the Twelve's Wood was spared the devastation. Yet, despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of the events as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Erosia was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever we have misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked their life and limb for the sake of the realm, and yet whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but the silhouettes amidst the blinding glare. Thus, these adventures have come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gardenia. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will pay your part. All that is left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill, scrawl your name right there. Oh, I would appreciate it if you use your real name. There is a special place in 7th Hell for those who uses amusing aliases.
I don't remember that.
Luna Silva, You're quite sure that doesn't sound like an amusing alias? Very well, from this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gardenia, nation blessed of the elements, and the bounty of the Twelve's Wood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived. Another God's damned adventurer. Don't you start with that. Adventures are the very soul that Gardenia needs. The elder seed seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Oh, of course not, lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell.
Dang.
Fucker. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to console you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the 12's Wood of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gardenians are wont to mistrust things they do not know very well. Okay.
You do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however, given a catalog of
extraordinary deeds, and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you.
Handful of years?
On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gardenia. May you come to consider our nature as your own in time. Are we done?
No.
Now then, you may depend on your old brother Mione to teach you the few things that every adventurer should know.
We got 400 experience and 103 skill. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Gardenia. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mione, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Important quests used to tell the story of Erosa and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Let's talk to her. Close to home, Yonde Properties of the Carling Canopy wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring.
Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetherite. The massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetherite Plaza, not far from the Caroline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetherite plays a key role in the life of every wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch the surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild.
The Conjurers Guild.
There is no better place to learn the arts of the polearm. Speak with Jillian, and she shall explain the benefits of joining the guild.
No better place to learn the arts of conjuring. Speak with Medell, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild.
For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of the Old Gardenia Commercial District. There you will find weapons and armor and all the various items that an adventurer might need on her travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parson Monterret and listen to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not too long ago. You have your task. May Nofika guide your path. Ah, one more thing. You should happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a hand. I'm certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time, folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. I also suggest you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopies. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are invaluable sources of advice and neophytes heroes seeking to attain greatness. Yay.
Quest accepted. Loading screen of death.
The main menu grants a quick and easy access for most of the game's main features. For example, the selecting character under character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped weapon gear. Selecting journal under duty displays a list of current and completed quests and levy quests. If you wish to customize the game, various settings, including key binding, HUD layout, and system configuration, they can all be done in access via system. Select Active Help to redisplay these tutorial messages. The game progress is saved automatically, so there's no in-game save or load functions. However, to prevent any data from being lost or corrupted, it is strongly recommended that you end each session by selecting log out or exit game from the system menu.
Sanctuaries! A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar whenever you enter Sanctuary. While in this special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. The bonus will continue to grow even if you are offline. All experience earned through battle, crafting, and gathering while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. Your current rested bonus is displayed on top of your experience bar. The dark orange bar shows how much more experience can be earned before the bonus fades. If the bar is blue, it indicates your bonus will carry over to the next level. Inns and cities, as well as various outposts and settlements, are classified as sanctuaries. To maximize your experience earning potential, make it a habit to always lock out in one of these areas. Navigation. Pressing M on your keyboard, selecting the mini-map, or selecting map under travel from the main menu in the lower right-hand corner of your screen will bring up the area map. If a quest objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. The location of quest objectives can also be confirmed by clicking on the objectives in the duty list. Should we introduce each other?
Ah,
Wait, come over here. I am Nayo Silva, and standing next to me is Luna Silva.
hello.
We will be uploading both sides of this game so you can see both of our own playthroughs. Yes, this beginning part will be a little repetitive for our videos. Hey.
Let's go. Ikimashou. She's playing with keyboard. I am playing with controller. Maximum gameplay right here. You know. One of our friends is supposedly at this Aether.
Aether?
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is
I'm going to do a cutscene.
Rogal Dorn.
Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mion's instructions. Hi, friend. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nisia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetherite. Yes, the big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means of travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eurasa, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once before rushing out into the wilds. I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gardenia. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Return, learned. You attune with the Aetherite, you are now able to use the return spell. Attune yourself to Aetherite found inside the city. Return. The spell Return can be used to instantly travel back to the Aetherite set as your home point. Casting the spell does not require any NP and can be accessed by selecting the Return under Travel from the main menu. The sole limitation of the spell is that it can only be cast once every 15 minutes. Earth time. Only one home point may be set at any time. To make an Aetherite your new home point, right-click on the crystal to bring up the Aetherite menu. Okay, are we gonna try and locate our friend before we do the next part?
Well, first off, come here, friend, and let me, fuck.
What, add you to a party?
No, I'm trying to add you as a friend.
Oh, that's a thing, you need to.
Yeah, here you go.
Be friends.
Here you go, friend.
Now, do you want to be in a party?
Yes.
Free companies. Hi. Free companies are independent player operator organizations. Not unlike guilds, there are no restrictions on who may join a company. Players cannot belong to more than one free company at a time. Companies will advance in rank as their members earn company points by undertaking various duties around Erosa. These tasks will also earn companies credits, which can be used as currency to purchase various items. To form a company, a player must first draft a petition and then get 3 other players to sign it. These 3 players will become the founding members of the company. Click. Thank you. You have that problem too. You have formed a party with another player. Parties make it possible to tackle challenges that would be impossible to overcome alone, such as defeating powerful enemies or exploring perilous dungeons. The party chat mode can be used to communicate solely with the other members of your party. You can change your chat mode at any time via the speech bubble icon located below the chat log. While in a party, a list of your party members is displayed on the left side of the screen. This can be used to quickly identify each member's current condition. You can also target party members by clicking on their name in the list. This is especially helpful when there are many objects on the screen and it is difficult or time-consuming to target a member by ordinary means. Your party will sometimes be awarded boosts to various attributes based on class and job combinations. If your party is receiving one of these bonuses, it will be indicated by a party bonus icon located above your party list. The bonus is nullified if you leave your party for another area. Remember, your party members are all the in-game embodiment of real living people, and chances are you will see them again online. Karma is alive and well in Erosa. Treat people well, and your life in Erosa will be a pleasant one. Treat them poorly, and it will come back to you. Okay, what's this? Okay, look, can you stop giving me the help thing? I'm trying to... Is he part of a free company?
I don't know if he is, so I'm gonna just say no. So I don't know where our friend is.
Yeah, if we're gonna be joining a free company, we're gonna be joining our friend's free company. Just so that the video knows if this makes it to the cut.
That, and we're also wondering if our friend's here. Okay.
There's no rolling. No waters.
Gall is his name. I'm gonna just search him.
He sent me a friend request.
No. Hell yeah.
Hi, friend! Pink-haired dragoon! Look at his stuff! Oh god! Wait! What level are you? You're level 9!
He's broken. He's broken. Invite him to the party.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. Should we tell them we're recording?
He called us weaves. It's fine.
Oh yeah, totally need to set this up. Should we make it known in the video that we have an idea of how to play?
If it wasn't obvious, we know how to play.
Nice choice though, cat girl.
You need to stop dropping my shit.
You really do. I don't want that there. What else? Yeah, what else? I don't want to shout somebody else. Sure. And I want the emotes here.
Kitty girl. I mean, dragon girl.
Mm-hmm. Did he just change his outfit?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Okay. Are you good? Hey, China is off.
What do you mean?
But I just want to accept the quest. That's right here. If anyone knows I'm a side quest son of a gun, I will do every side quest before I do any of story quests.
Which means I should, because I don't want to come back and do them again.
Yeah, Bernadette is searching for adventures eager to prove their mettle. Newly come to the Gardenia, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak to Chancellor of God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creature's talents of 12 foot have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen the God's Quill to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain you offer your aid will be well received. I'm assuming we go near the green checky.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a shot. Touch.
We weren't told to touch them. Okay, not for this mission. I do
Have access to the Aether net. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon the Aether shards.
Aethernet. Attuning with the shard has granted you access with city-states Aethernet. The Aethernet can be used for quick intra-city travel.
Betty sent you to meet me. While in experience tonight, if you wish to prove your worth to of the people of granting you a right to come, you do wish to prove yourself, do you not?
Yeah.
Some items can be used, granting various effects, such as instant HP restoration, attribute boost, and more. Using an item is simply as selecting use of the main item's subcommands. All items recast timers cannot be used again until the timer has expired. The items you are opting can be set to your hardware for easy access.
Population control. Kenta's loop of the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forced fungi.
Ordinarily, the forced fungi that inhabit the central shroud are not more than a nuisance. However, we received reports that vast clouds of creature spores have rendered parts of 12 wood impassable and ruined crops besides. We culled the fungi population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken spawning out of season, making it even more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Through this indeed troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns as ill afford to waste time fighting fungars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the central shroud, exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution and approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short.
Since we are level 2? Yeah. There's a quest in here.
Sivahas of the Archer Guild wishes to deliver a sealed message to the markets.
You want to do it?
You can do it.
Hail, adventurer! Might you have a moment? Oh, I'm right there. I'm in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower in the midst of the markets. Why would I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I am sure you have observed, Gardenians have a tendency to be rather, in person they can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter is not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets. Please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. Now I get to ditch you. Oh, hi there.
Goodbye, friend. No.
Hey, you left me? You jerk. I'm most likely going to use that on my hotbar. It just keeps changing.
You probably have it to the top bar.
Stop loading in before me. Loading time, ain't it fun? Oh yeah, we get to customize our retainer.
Oh God, no, no.
Oh good, look at all these people here. Yeah, I know I have it. Summoning bells are used to call forth any retainers you have in your employ. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to maintain items and kill, as well as place goods up for sale in the market. Once you have been given approval to hire retainers, speak with, sorry I'm not saying that name, in Limonsa, Parnell and Gardenia, Shahabi and Uda, Prunilla and Ishgard, I shouldn't say that, and Kunane. Parnell, greetings, madam. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? What's this? A missive from Simpas, you say? Whatever could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stock of potions at the market. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Why would she not ask this question in person? I sense that adventures from beyond our borders find Gardenians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? If we mistrust outsiders, it is only because so many of them have brought chaos to the Trailswood, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. Yet, I suppose we might endeavor to be a little less cold. Handing over items.
Some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item request, a window will appear selecting the items from your inventory or armory chest and press over hand over to complete the transaction.
When do we unlock this?
I don't know. By the way, you gotta talk to him.
Okay. You want to do it?
By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Parsa Montrant, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here bold as you please and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does not for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasteful morsel to curry my favor, then I might reconsider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of me on these handworks, and more specifically, her baking. Don't be surprised, lass. I smell that eel pie, your mom's leg. Hand it over.
Yeah.
You're hella hungry, bro.
Hella hungry.
That flaky crust is just fine. Very well, I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once.
He doesn't.
The spring adventurer need to look no further than Rosewood or an Ebony Stalls. Both are short strolls from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you best prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the provenance of the Rosewood Stalls directly south of here. You'll be You'll be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gardenia are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship. So you do not need to fear defective straps of the like. You continue.
If it is potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the Ebony Stalls. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by widely traveled Udon merchants, and I may truly say that I have seen things amongst their Madrid wares that I scarce knew existed. Do you follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs, then you may concern yourself with the price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go, pursue the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience after all, and I am wary of talking unless you have another eel pie.
Daddy. Oh, I didn't read your mission.
So I'll read it. You stay there. The master of the market's Barsma is willing to permit an adventure to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well, if you wish to know more of the market, I shall give you a practical education, free of charge. As master of the market, I entertain many requests this order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillments to my hirelings, that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Singold of the Lancers Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls if you have the dedication to seek it and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts I am owed. A final proposition isn't not. I am spared a simple task and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Why, I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity, but worry not, I am a man of my word and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Singwold and she may even see fit to reward you.
Sorry, last ain't open yet. Oh, when a person well in. Wait, what? You as it said you wanted? A bone spearhead? Yep, here, take it and tell that bastard we're square.
Welcome. At the behest of good Master Percival, you say? To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, my lady? May I take this opportunity to say that it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. But you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, feel free to take as much as you desire, and you will of course inform Master Parsmith that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes?
What kind of asshole was he to you people?
What kind of threats did he give?
Yet you discerning eyes, miss. The craftsmanship truly something, ain't it? Personally securing any matter of personal gods. If I ever hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. And there's with thinking I might make guild today. Here, take the damn bramble we wrote. Bugger off.
No one likes him. Noted.
Yeah.
The Lancer's Guild is just upwards.
Yeah. My home. Might as well get mine. Woohoo!
Yeah. Mine's probably gonna be last. There's no side missions heading over there from my knowledge.
You never know. There's a crystal. Touch.
I should go touch it.
Always you.
Yeah. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bidding of Master Parsimon? So soon? I am impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Parsimon is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mold yourself in his image, if you have any aspirations as a merchant. I don't think so.
We're not merchants.
But also mold ourselves in his thing? No. Pulsar of the Atlantic Guild wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with the squirrel problem. A fresh-faced adventurer, the very manner of a person I wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. The infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons and gnawing away at the support pillars. They have yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood dwellers or the gods quiver. Hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who could not dispatch such woodland nuisances is not worthy of the name, not here in Gardenia at any rate. And you know what becomes of incapable adventurers? But perhaps it is best you do not. The squirrels of which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task is not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it is not.
Right, I do my story mission.
Yep, which means I get to sit here, technically.
Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. If you seek and refine your skill with the form, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is a tool of hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the 12th wood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gardenia. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here, the Gardenia, that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. The spear technique can be formalized at all allowed, much to founding the Lancers Guild by wood whaler Captain Misdale Nye on a past century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gardenia's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history lesson of the Guild has helped to settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is eager to welcome the new initiates. If you're a willinist, speak to me again and we can begin your enrollment procedures. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild?
Yes!
No. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Ewain know to expect you. All who seek admission to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge you if you are fit to become one of us. Pray you make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster waits you there. Let's go meet our Guildmaster.
I'm on follow now.
Okay. I'm in a cutscene. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even earnest, you still have a long way to go before you may call yourself a Lancer in chief. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics of the principle of our art. There exists a myriad of firing styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one attack, no matter or what we face. An experienced Lancer wields a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and lashes? I already went over. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we Lancers forgo plate, favoring armor, leather, and chains, such materials as provided adequate protection without undialing hindering movement. A Lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hand, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus it has been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a Lancer make. Face of unfavorable odds, and unseasoned spearmen will break formation and flee without a moment's of hesitation. A true Lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the fear, even does he press forward, disdain of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Atrocious trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Yes! Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglected to introduce me. I am Ewain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged. Hereby assign you your first a trial to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth, brandishing your spear with reckless abandon. The squirrels, ladybugs, and fungards that roam just outside the city should provide you a suitable challenge. Put down, let's say, 3 of each, and report back to me. Okay. Now that's done. Are you on follow still?
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the scenic route.
Been out an hour. Screw this place. Are you sure you don't want to go that way?
Yes, I'm sure.
Come on. You there, Venture? Could you deliver a message for me? My superior, Millicent, is stationed outside Aether Server. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. Long past due to be told, however, I can't simply abandon my post. Speak to her for me, would you? But choose your words wisely, she has a bit of a temper. Oh, you're outside. Can't see you. Greetings, traveler. Come to see Miketo's famed amphitheater, have you? I'm Miss Stain, caretaker of this fine centerpiece of Gardenia culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for your assistance. You see, it is not only well-meaning women like yourself who are drawn to this place. The sylphs often visit in the dead of night, long after our senses have gone to bed. You have no particular
Objection to their presence, and they seem grateful for the accommodation, so much so, in fact, last night they left us a token of their appreciation in the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Their generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of these things makes gathering them all something of a chore, and it's not as if I don't have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help you could give me.
interacting. On some quest, you encounter objects with which you can interact simply by approaching them right-clicking. Like this. Well done, friend. Mikito herself would sing you praise. She knew well the power of art, how it could strengthen the soul of a nation and preserve its history for future generations. This amphitheater was her greatest gift to Gardenia, and it was her wish that all folk use it freely, not only for performances and festivals, but as a place to share memories and make new ones. I wonder if the sylphs come here to do just that. That said, I do wish they would find other ways to express their gratitude. We have no need of vegetables here, but mayhap the traveling canopy can make use of them. Anyway, thanks to the elementals for bringing you here today. Crystal! Let's make it glow.
I had a moment.
I noticed.
Okay, let's go this way.
Are you turning around?
Well, we didn't attune to the other crystal that's over there.
Oh yeah. Because we were talking to Mr. has a lot of depth. You said between you, Crystal, and you turn over here. What's all this about? Dumisan says he needs his break? The nerve of that sniveling little shite, crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since that business with the exile the other day? And sending a bloody unknown venture to do his bleeding, no less. That self-serving sod thinks only of his own woes, rubbing his sore soles while welcoming all manner of guild-grabbing adventurers into our holy wood, useless bloody fool. Makes me blood boil, it does. But it's not you I should be giving a piece of me mind to. You seem a decent enough sort, considering. Still, understand that it's our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. Any road, I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate, damn fool that he is. Go on then, and stay out of trouble. Give me the shine to go.
I like how on your screen it says I'm behind, but on your screen it says I'm behind. Wait.
Where are you going?
Oh. Wait for me.
I figured just pick up everything that's over here first.
Okay.
Mrs. normally does that. And plus, my thing's over here. You there, you're an inventor. Yes? Good, I have a task for you. Take yourself over to Conjurer's Guild and speak with my student, Braha. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement of becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limits of her endurance. Enthusiasm is all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. Wait, I've always ran through that before.
That means you were clipping through.
Tune to the shard of my home base.
Stop glitch having moments here.
Braha's inside as well as my quest. Oh, these good old familiar walls. I don't miss them. Let's do Braha first. Yes, I am Braha, but I am also awfully Oh, you say Lady Melaine herself asked you to assist me? In that case, I suppose you might lend a hand, especially as mine appear to be shaking, though only very slightly. Not that it's anything to worry about, mere nervous energy. I would be exceedingly grateful if you would take this Isium rose oil and refill the sensors. There are two that require attention. Please have a care not to disturb the conjurers amid their meditations. You must be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible. Does she have another quest? Might you perchance be comfortable around Falcon? If so, I have urgent need of your assistance. You see, I was preparing for the forthcoming auguries when I found, to my great embarrassment, that we lacked the requisite quantity of scarlet oil. It is not too much to ask. I would be most grateful if you could resupply us in time for the ceremony. Scarlet oil can be harvested from ladybugs, such as those found near the Banach. 6 of the Falcon should yield the necessary amount. Pray return to me as soon as you have it. You seek the secret to Conjurer adventure? Then search no longer, for you have found your way to the Conjurer's Guild. It is at Muane's request that you have come? Then allow me to provide you with an overview of what it is to be a conjurer. Conjuring is the art of healing and purification. Its practitioners harness the power of nature that they might bring about the change in the form of spells. Primitive magic such as that once wrought by individuals known as mages, meaning those with the ability to manipulate Aether, has existed since the dawn of time. It was not until some 5 centuries ago that conjuring emerged from this shapeless agglomeration of spells and charms, an event which led to the founding of Gardenia. In those dark days, the elementals would not suffer man's presence in the Twelves Wood, forcing our forebears to make their homes beneath the earth in the great subterranean city of Gelmora. But the desire to settle in the Twelves Woods continued to burn fiercely. Time and again they sought to curry the elementals' favor. Unlike men and other creatures bound in temples of flesh, the elementals are beings of pure aether. Recognizing this, the mages of Eld reasoned that their talent for etheric manipulation might allow them to commune with these theretofore enigmatic entities. It took 5 long decades, but our forebears finally succeeded. Their reward? The elementals' permission to dwell in the Twelves Wood. So it was that the nation of Gardenia was born. Since that time, the elementals have taught us to live as one with nature, speaking to all Gardenians through the hearers, those mages who are able to commune with them. And for their intimacy with the elementals, the hearers would go on to attain greater mastery over the forces of nature. Thus did they conceive the art of conjuring. I hope this has helped you gain a greater understanding of the Conjurers Guild. Should you wish to delve further into the mysteries of conjuring, then I urge you to consider joining our ranks. I can begin your initiation whenever you desire. Call upon me when you are ready to take the first step. Is your mind made up? Are you ready to join the Conjurers Guild? That is well. I shall introduce you to our guild master, Brother Isumi Yan. Brother Isumi Yan presides over the Conjurers Guild even as he serves the nation as a hearer. You will find him in the meditation area within. Go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. Side quest number 1. I will just walk through them. Look at this boy. Greetings, adventurer. I am told you wish to become a conjurer of Stillglade fame. I am Brother Isumi Yan, master of this guild. Before you are formally accepted into our ranks, I would impart to you the principles of conjuring. Pray attend me well. Conjuring is an arcane art that takes life and the living for its domain. Its primary purpose is the salving of hurts and the granting of protection. Adventurers such as yourself ought to stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are like to find yourself in many situations wherein a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there is more to conjuring than that. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, conjurers are also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, conjuring may pale in comparison to thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. In mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you will also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. More than simply healers, yet not true dealers of destruction, conjurers realize their full potential when they employ their powers in support of others. This, my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap it was too much to grasp upon a single hearing, but worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. Aye, you will come to understand that Conjurer is not the sole province of a Conjurer. Should you wish to walk our path, I must needs ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the 12 souls. Can you make this vow? Yes. I already embrace it. I knew your answer ere your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you a member of the Conjurers Guild. And so to work. Listen well now, for I would assign you your first task as a conjurer in Stillglade Fane. Just beyond the city gate, you will encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and fungar. I would have you slay 3 of each, lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of life. Know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add, through no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the Twelveswood, a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the force, and by employing your powers in doing so, you will come to learn something of your art. Now go, Nayo, and perform your first task in the name of the elementals. Of course. Raha, talk to me. My thanks. I must admit to being rather impressed by how faithfully you followed my instructions. I had always considered adventures be an uncouth and rowdy lot, but I see you are capable of gracie as well. Madame Eileen has a fine eye for character. You should feel honored that she chose you for the task. I want MP help. Thank you. Oh, were you waiting for me?
Yeah? Was I not supposed to?
I thought you already turned it in.
Senpai!
I'm not your senpai.
Right. Imoto!
Now to Gardenia!
Where?
Gardenia.
We're going to new one.
Yeah, we're in old Gardenia. What's he saying?
Oh, he meant to make some money because he broke.
Gas potatoes. Stop running off!
All I did was just go up. My bad thing.
Stop running off! I don't know where we're going right now.
We're going to get in this side mission. We're going to go talk to Mione. And we're going out. We're going to kill some shit.
I know.
What?
I know all about adventures. You'll do anything for a reward, won't you? Hello? Well, then I want you to make Anelie laugh. She's no good with strangers, so first you should introduce yourself politely with a bow. Emotes! When words are just not enough, emotes can be used to express your feelings towards a person or situation. First, highlight your target if necessary, then select social from the main menu and then emotes. Finally, select the desired emote from the list. In this case, select POW after targeting Annalie to complete the quest objectives. Emotes can... I was reading that. Hi.
Hi.
That seemed to work, but she still looks sad. Try sharing the joy in your heart with her. That'll prove how nice you are.
You're odd.
Oh, I didn't take it. That's weird. I think she's starting to like you. Good. Now that you've broken the ice, I bet that if you surprise her and just start dancing, she'll laugh her head off.
I love the kitties that are dancing.
You were speaking.
You're a really good dancer, miss. That looks like fun. Maybe I should try it sometime.
Thank you. You're pretty good at this. Annalie lost her father 5 years ago during all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. So I wanted to, we're all worried. But a lot of the younglings have been following me around lately and, you wouldn't understand. Anyway, thanks for the help. You want to do it?
An adventure, precisely what we need. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruits, Artor, to instruct the Miho Amphitheater. Regrettably, the young Hire has more spirit than sense. He turns off without his tools. Suffice to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be so kind to deliver them to him? Wonderful. Seek out Lohelic in the Arcone Archer behind the atrium. He should have Artur's tools.
Kitty cat number 1, kitty cat number 2. We're on a mission to have some fun. Adele sent you? Give me a moment. Here they are, still fresh and used as the day he got them. Doubt he's even realized he's left the bloody things behind. First day and he's forgotten his tools. Daft Sod needs to kick up the... That's back in old Virginia. Do you want to go or wait?
You can wait. Sorry.
Red mission markers mean we cannot accept them.
I wanna ride my chocobo all day.
Oh, they got rid of my... They got rid of my shortcut.
Were you clipping through things?
No, it's an archway. You get to talk again.
The conquering hero returns. I'll be completing my little task, I trust. 3 locations you visit will feature prominently in your life as an adventure. It is best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you look like the time to listen into the wells of the citizenry. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you are a obliging sort, Luna. It is a sort of adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gardini can rely on your aid in his struggles to come. Yay! Sad news is we gotta re-talk to it.
Yeah. Wait, don't.
Oh, you can't. There's someone here.
Wait. Okay. Wait, why?
We gotta level up.
Oh, we need to be level 4. Hey, when did you publish?
Crunch, 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 grind. What the? This isn't a... I must have mistaken this metal bit of nut was for foraging for food in the forest. First snuff of this place for some sorry soul from the Tree Speed stables, I suspect. It was their vague vicinity I amassed the majority of my miserable morsels. Well, I've already had a healthy helping of these nuts, so I won't be waking up for a while. Might I trouble you to take this to Two Speak Stables in my stead? Prior parting prays to speak to Warna Botant at the Yellow Spear Gate. Listen to his directions, or you're liable to get lost.
Who?
Well, either way, to Gardenia.
New Gardenia?
No, we're going to old Gardenia.
Sorry. Oh, whatever.
Easy.
Shush, shush. It's all good. We just have to make us. I want that fox.
Okay, fox lovers.
Now. Where do we want to go?
Did we not get that one?
We haven't been by Botany. So what one did you go to?
I went to the one near the leather workers. It's the closest one to it.
You know I take longer to load. Check your OBS. So good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Someone's a giant elephant!
What the heck? Okay, I'm here.
Come on, cat sister. Okay, I can die. You gotta get to the box. My home.
Yeah, once you get 15. Our tour. Yeah. What? I'm terribly busy right now and would thank you not to bother me. I'm a carpenter of the prestigious oak atrium, and I have repairs to... Take your tools. Where did I put my... Oh, gods, I take it you're from the guild too, then? What's that? Idel sent you with my tools? Yes, I was actually just about to go and, this is so embarrassing. My apologies, it's just, I've been so focused on the task at hand. You know, it's a miracle this amphitheater even survived the calamity. It was the Carpenters Guild that saved it, moving it piece by piece and rebuilding it. When I saw what they had done for Gardenia, I knew what I wanted to be. But gods, when they told me my first task was to come here... Anyway, thank you for bringing me my tools. You're new to the Oak Atrium too, right? Well, let's both work hard for the good of the guild, eh? Oh, and may the elementals watch over you and keep you safe. You gave us drugs matter. We got an achievement! Congratulations, you have received your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Erosia, and there are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes and uncovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. There are also rewards granted upon attaining certain achievements. Some of these include rare weapons and armors, others include titles, which can be added to your display name to showcase your greatness. Okay, now where's it? Over here?
Well, let's go get this crystal.
Where's the bottle?
No, I guess we couldn't teleport here.
Yeah, we got that one.
Let's go this way.
Stop right there, not another step. I apologize if I have startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips. Rose hips? You see, my seed pouch had grown so threadbare that it's finally split open. Unbeknownst to myself, I've been scattering immersed rose hips all along this road. Oh, good madam, if you would help me gather them, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you. Your kindness is truly a blessing from the elementals. The rose hips should be lying on the road between here and the great Loom Grottery. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. It's along our way, right?
Mm-hmm. God damn it. Another adventure. You're like flies amuck. Whatever Gardenians deserve such a plague, I don't know. Sigh. I suppose times are changing, and they keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, gods help me! Just take this Emerald Rose to Wailed Woo Stillgate fame, would you? Well, what are you still standing there for? Go and deliver the bloody rose.
Thanks.
Thanks. A-hole.
Sorry. You have entered yourself to all the Aethernet shards in Gardenia. The Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Serpent Gate, and the Airship Landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. Blessings be upon you. I feared this path would be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but Aether roses are ill-suited to this location. As a botanist, it's my responsibility to see Gardenia's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. Place for every seed and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray the elementals extend you the same kindness. Thanks. Look at this call.
This way.
Nothing.
We have a quest marker here. Or do you just not see?
Thank you. On an errand for that glutton of the Lalafell, I passed this gate into the west. You'll find Treespeak Stables. If memory serves, that iron snaffle of yours looks like the kind they use in chocobo bridles. Bodwine would be the fellow to ask about that, of course. He looks after chocobos there, you see. It could well be that he has need of that snaffle. I think snaffle.
Ready?
I also have a completed task down there. So do you?
Hmm.
You want to go turn it in?
Yeah. I mean, go do beyond level 4. I mean, go get Mione's quest.
Oh. Oh. And then we have all the quests.
In this area for now.
Shush.
Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurer's Guild. Here we commune with the elementals and heed their guidance. Yet I must confess, the elementals did not whisper of your coming. We did indeed request an Aether Rose from the Aetherred, but that you should bring it to us in his stead means that something wonderful has happened. Aetherred has long held a grudge against the many adventurers who have passed through Gardenia's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by Udal's collectors that they are picking nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet it is peace we desire. We must all learn to look beyond the mistrust born of the past and overcome our prejudices, so that the elder seeds here taught us, and so we do live. I doubt that it is easy for Aetherred to entrust this Alzimian Rose to you. When he hears that we have received it, he will come to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it was by the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please accept this token as our gratitude. Combos! Melee oriented classes such as Gladiator, Marauder can chain together their weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. This is known as a combo. Combos are not available to Puglets, as this is a melee class that employs a unique weapon skill chaining system. If a weapon skill can be chained with another, it will be indicated in a weapon skill help text under combo action. In the case of Vorpal Thrust to the left, it will be executed immediately after True Thrust. The potency will be increased. Some weapon skills must be delivered from a specified direction to maximize their damage. When a weapon skill can be chained into a combo, its hotbar icon will outline the flashing yellow border. The border will fade in the weapon skill if not used within a certain amount of time. Learn which weapon skill can chain together to maximize your battle efficiency. Where are you going?
Plaza. I take longer, so I figured it'd be okay. Because you're still gonna load in before me, I bet.
Yeah.
Show me your shirt, please.
No. Yada desu yo.
Hey, stop it. Down this way. Dungeon Master! We need that now. We need that title training. We need it.
Oh god.
Oh no, there's another quest to pick up.
Luna, have you visited the Bonnock on your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adders are drilled into swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Gralford, is an instructor there. And I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray far from the path. The 12th Wood is no place for merry strolls through the underbush. Hey you, girl, you seem unoccupied. You know, Bonnock, I trust. Fancy taking a bag of basic provisions over there for me? It's not too heavy, mostly filled with dried meats and other bland rations. It's a straightforward job that I do with a smile and spring in my step if I were in my teen years younger. Alas, my tastes have matured, evolved, advanced to higher level, you might even say. But it's a perfect little task for someone fresh-faced like you. Worry not. You'll receive appropriate compensation upon delivery, which you may keep with my blessing. Aren't everyone here lazy? Lazy in an ass?
They're veteran adventurers.
So they're lazy assholes. Got it.
What does that say about us?
We're newbies. We can be pushed around apparently.
What about our other characters? What does it say?
That we're not assholes?
Everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Achievement unlocked, mapping the realm, Central Shroud. By the way, I didn't get the combo thing. You want to read it? You want me to read it?
You can read it.
Right click on a target to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start the battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target you are currently attacking. Various actions such as spells and weapon skills can be performed by clicking the icons located in the hotbar on the bottom of your screen. These actions can also be initiated using the shortcut keys indicated in the upper left-hand corner of each icon. Most actions require magic points MP to execute. In addition to having recast times of various links, detailed information on an action can be viewed by mousing over its icon. You have 5, I have 4. Disciples of Magic and Disciples of War who specialize in range attacks, such as archers, are best suited fighting their targets from a distance. The range and radius of an attack can also be confirmed in the help window. Go to number 3. The action set to your crossed hotbar can be initiated by the corresponding button combination, which consists of holding one of the triggers. Stop doing that. and pressing one of the D-pad or A, B, whatever buttons. When a new action is learned, it will be automatically added to your cross hotbar.
Let's go kill some stuff.
I'll be your healer.
Woohoo! Hi. We don't need help. We assure you. They're not that deadly in the slightest to us. Well, thank you.
Mini squirrels?
Yes, we need 6.
What else do we need? Fungi.
Vanguard.
Should we read?
Mm-hmm.
Experience points?
In the event multiple solo players attack the same targets, the player who attacks the first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. The player 2 will follow will be rewarded based on their contribution to the battle. If you see a fellow player in need of a hand, do not hesitate to lend yours. An item that has equipped is now bound to you and you can no longer be traded or put up for sale on the markets. Most of the items can be sold and traded freely before they can be used in battle. Crafting or gathering. This is true regardless of whether or not they have been equipped. However, performing one of these 3 actions after equipping the new piece of gear will bind the item to you, preventing future trade or sale to other players. MP Shop will still be able to purchase bound items. Where are you? Randall. Keep going. Oh, she can do anything to me. This is fun.
Why did you aggro you? Okay, let's double check. Okay, everything's completed.
Yeah. Wait, we can turn the missions here. Come on.
Wait, hi.
How are you going back?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where the majority of our missions are?
Mm-hmm. Greetings, Luna Silva. Neoni sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred. I'm responsible for training our twin Alders recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12th Wood is much changed since the Calamity's arrival of the 7th Emerald Era 5 years ago. The power of elemental wanes, and the harmony of the force gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong runs rampant, stifling the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear so eyes of an outsider, the Twelvewood is an ailing, once rich variety of fading memory. For the citizens of Gardania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as yourself will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests and do all that you can. May the elemental bless your way endeavors. Luna Silva.
Nayo Silva. We get to choose our first gear, don't you dare.
Armory chest. You can read.
I got it earlier.
Yeah, I won't read it because I'm lazy.
So essentially what it was saying is you can come in here and change what you were wearing. These weren't, and it'll most likely be better than what we were wearing. You can always just hit recommended gear and it'll give you what it thinks is the best stats for you.
I see you're eager to lend a hand, Luna. That is well, but I cannot good and conscious send you into battle force until I said that you are good equipment to equal the task. Bear repeating that in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbra era, many of the 12 wood creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the force without proper gear is a tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor sufficient quality, present yourself before me for inspection. And basically now we're going to be equipping level 5.
Which means we cannot.
Okay.
Gear. Hey, come on. Come here. You can view, equip, and remove gear by either selecting character under character from the main menu or by pressing C on your keyboard. To equip the new items, first select the desired slot. This will open your armory chest from which you can select the item you wish to equip. Finally, from the sub-command menu, select equip to put on the gear. This one, right?
Mm-hmm. A delivery, eh? You're certain you aren't followed? Yes, this is certainly what I requested. Strange, I was expecting someone with rather more experience. I usually balk at such outrageous payments prior to delivery. Honestly, I'm amazed you made it this far. These woods are teeming with anoles and nasties, ready to make quick meal of the unprepared. I commend your bravery and thank you for your trouble. Here, take the remainder of the fee. I should be very happy to employ you. Wait, did you see that? It looks like an antelope. Quickly, go before you bring it here and kill us all killed.
What are you talking about? You didn't bring anything here. Are you equipping it?
Mm-hmm. Ah, perfect timing. I was just looking for a lifeline to track down some Twin Atlas initiates. 3 of our newest recruits have failed to report for training, exhausted for a month of solid drills, I suspect. Considering their current physical state, I doubt they wandered far. Oh gods, please don't mention the wild beasts or blood. They're fine, I'm certain of it. Seek out my wayward troops and tell them to report back to me on the double. Hold there, adventurer. If it is work you seek, then look no further. A certain master will need a volunteer to bring him some bog yog shells for recruits to practice on. You'll find these yogs in the river south of here. Once you have pried the presses from 4 of the creatures, take them to the instructor.
Yay, we're killing. Where are we supposed to be?
Right here.
We're just supposed to be.
Can you not see I'm attempting to become one with Major? Leave me be, good madam. What? Sergeant Cousin sent you? Martin's tits. I better get back before she makes boot with one of my backside. You want to go killing first, or you want to find these recruits?
Those are level 7. And you and me. We'd be good.
Okay. Make sure I don't die, Slendo. You see another one?
You're down down a bit further. I'll bring them to you. Should I do two?
Yeah. We need one more. There's one down this way.
I know, but I saw one of the recruits right here.
Okay.
Need a different one. Need a different rock. It's probably a good one of these rocks.
I'm not used to this.
Such a soothing sound. One day I shall build a home by the river. Who are you? Say the surgeon's looking for me? How long have I been here? What bell is it now? Stand aside, I must make haste. He really did just lose track of time, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure he was trying to...
Ah.
There's one. He's asleep.
The actual asleep one?
Yeah. Snore. Visit your mama's mother. Surgeon crazy. Oh, Effins drops. I must be late for training. Have you come to train?
Oh, sir.
So, not a new recruit. Then what? Ah, the yogurt shift I ordered for my super requisition. I see he's learned a new delegation authority, if nothing else. Now that I have these carcasses, I can set my recruits some specialized drills. They are already adept in hitting a target, of course, but they need to practice. Knowledge of exactly where a monster like a learner is most valuable. Vulnerable. Thanks to your efforts, and no doubt they will fare rather better against the creatures when called upon. You should be proud of yourselves. Both they and the Bannock are safe for your help. Get the money!
Actually, depending on what these gave me, they're better.
I don't do food.
I know, neither do I. Let's take the money. I get it, and I never eat it, so I get it.
You can also just make it later. Apparently there's cooking class.
Did you want to be here again?
Thank you. All the initiates are now present and accounted for. It is always the same, you know. A handful of recruits invariably lose focus for a short while being assigned to their new unit. The first rush of tension and excitement wears off, and the strain of the constant drills begins to show. Reprimanding them isn't always for the best solution, though. I've their morale to think about, after all. Still, I might give them a quick blast of good messenger. What can I say? This one's battle. I'm not afraid to fight. Do we need to go anywhere else here? No. Alright.
I'm not seeing anything besides face.
So let's go back to Mother. Even though I really don't think this is the best gate for you going in for Mother.
No, this is. Otherwise, we end up in Old Gardenia.
Mother is an old gardenia.
No, she's not. She's a new Gardenia.
We'll see.
I know Gardenia, this is my homeland.
It's not here, right?
Uh-huh. It just has a stupid walkway. Wait,
So
we
the
don't need to go to it?
No, we're going to the Archers Guild. first, since it's the only quest mission here.
Oh yeah.
We need to present ourselves and prostrate ourselves.
Essentially. Well, the fledgling adventure returns, and none the worse for wear by the look of it. Ha! You may yet be of use to this nation. On behalf of Gardenia, I thank you. Guess I'm getting a whistle, say it. I know what I'm doing, I'm making that disappear. I'm not wearing a wizard's cap. Okay, I'm not.
I'm wearing a purple eye patch.
Lancer's Guild. Yeah. Do you want to see me with the hat on? It's not even a colorful hat.
I had a purple. Which one are we going to next?
Lance. I have a poop brown hat. Poop brown. It looks like a toilet on my head. Don't you laugh at me.
I can't help it. The squirrel's dealt with then. Very good. I'm pleased to see you have proven yourself useful. What's that? You're wondering what happened to adventurers who fail to complete such trifling tasks? Why, such sluggards soon find there is no place for them within the city. And where they end up after leaving Gardenia, well, you shall hear the truth not that before long. Thanks for the shards, boy.
Should I leave you to do yours?
Yeah. So you're back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of art. A lancer best when he's doing. Each thrust making him stronger. Such thing as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realize your potential. Can you go see if that's my car?
Mm-hmm.
Your look betrays a hint of doubt. I would have you take with this hunting log. It bears names of creatures against which lancers might hone his skills. To be sure, there is no single way to master our art. The log serves to guide you. You should find yourself in need of direction. That'll be all for the present. Now take up your weapon, slay forth, and cut a path of yourself. We'll meet again.
I don't know, just an idiot.
Hunting log. The hunting log is a record of completion of tasks involving slaying certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. The log will be accessed via logs found in the main menu. Once the log is open, select a class and difficulty to view the available challenges for that rank. Each challenge is marked with a class, a name, and number, such as Lancer 01. Below that name and number, you will find the target as well as how many of the target you must defeat. Hovering above the target, name will display one of the areas in which the target is located. Targets indicated in your hunting log will have a special icon above their display names, making it easier to locate the creatures.
Welcome back, Nayo. The elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with a conjurer's eyes, you have taken your first step along the path to enlightenment. Healing, protection, and destruction. Though our spells vary in function, they all derive their power from the same source, the forces embodied in all creation. By gaining a true understanding of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Ah, yes, yours is a familiar look. the very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for comprehension shall come in due time. For now you must learn to reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Pray receive of me this hunting log. Within you will find the names of such creatures as would pose a suitable challenge to Conjurer. There is no simple path to mastering Conjurer, yet should you find yourself needing direction, now that the log is there to guide you. Breathe deep and open your eyes to that which cannot be seen. Feel the myriad life around you and draw upon this boundless reservoir of energy. Take up your cane and use it to lend that energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you have learned to draw upon the forces around you with the self-same ease you draw upon those within. Did you pick up your next one?
Mm-hmm.
It is good to see you again, Nayo. By the air of serenity that surrounds you, it is plain you have learned to draw upon the energy of creation. I am glad it is the wellspring of all our power, yet the energy of creation is not one that many but money, and to call upon all without first knowing each is courtesy at its most basic. As a part of your continuing education, it is my desire that you now learn about the elemental of earth. Make your way to Blessed Bud in the North Shroud, and there partake of Hear Noah's wisdom. The depth of his affinity for the elementals of rock and soil is all but unique amongst conjurers, and his is a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightening lesson on the subject of earth. You know I didn't turn in the Braha quest yet. I was waiting for you.
Oh no.
Ah, you are back. Have you procured the scarlet oil as I requested? Yes, everything appears to be in order. The ceremony may proceed as planned. I am grateful to the elementals for delivering you to us. Pray accept this small token of our appreciation. Why is everything I get brown?
Mine are all purple.
Can I get yours instead? One, it right now looks like we're just running around with bras on.
Essentially for kitties.
Kitties!
Kitty with the titties?
I didn't mean it like that, but yeah. Should we just walk there?
Yeah, we need to walk to the North Shroud.
Sweet.
Can we go through that gate?
Want me to test it?
I mean, I can walk over there. Watch. By the time I get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oi! Ground squirrels! Killing them!
What? You need
The
this?
hunting log.
Ooh! I have hunting log.
When they're tiny. One more, please. There's a question marker here. You gotta go around this shit.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to it.
Yep.
Can we get our chocobos? Where's that damn thing gone this time? Eh? Oh, I ain't looking For a chocobo, though one of the birds is becoming a proper bloody handful. No, it's the Snaffle for her brittle that I'm after. Bugger's gone and vanished, see? Our Snaffles are made special, see? To fit each chocobo's beak, like so, replacing even a tiny Snaffle like the one is, gas, bugger me, is that? Aye, just the self-same one that we lost. But why is it so sticky, and why are these marks? Stranger, I don't know what foul beast God he found this in, or what providence delivered you, the hero that slew it, to me here today, but you, my deepest thanks. With this year's Snaffle, I can finally get back to training that yellow-feathered menace of mine. Take this with my thanks. It's another brown one!
Look at me!
Can I be in your garb?
I look cute.
If you got a mind to make yourself useful, why don't you call some Maitlands for us? We train a lot of chocobos here, see, and the youngins go wild when they get a sniff of a Maitland. Some even throw their bloomin' riders. Let me tell you, it ain't easy to train a chocobo when she drops you on your head every time she sees your shadow. We've been getting nowhere with the birds lately. If you could rid us of a few Maitlands, we'd be in your jet. Fiona!
If you want for work, I have need of an individual willing to dirty her hands. No, I don't speak of dark deeds. I mean only to have you deliver something. I myself would not dare venture deep within Tweleswood, but you seem more than capable of defending yourself. My colleague Gillian will furnish you with an item in question and provide all the necessary direction. She will be somewhere behind the stable, supervising the field hands.
These two are just standing there.
Well, I'll be. Beyond actually found someone willing to lend a hand. Grab one of them burlap sacks over yonder atop of the crate, eh? Tain't the convenient location to be sure, but where else can we store that stinking shit? Nowhere a visiting customer might catch it with, that's for sure. Delivered to No Land down in Beelzebub, west of here, in case you're wondering. See my Conjurer friend. Takes his gardening pretty boomin' seriously.
Jay. Wait, can we just jump?
Yes.
Whee! Woo, woo, woo. Are you talking with fish?
And then you can kill some mitlings.
Which one did you do? Trial?
I did this. I only had one.
I have two.
Yours is for your mission, for your level 5. This bounty of chocobo manure shall nourish the plants and ensure the continued growth. Please relay my sincerest thanks from Vione upon your return to Tree Stables. And a word of advice, wash your hands quickly, lest the cloying species linger. You fucker. Are you sure it's this way? Nice. Oh, this is for you. I got you, friend.
I don't know what is and what isn't for me, so don't mind me.
Welcome back, friend. I gather that task is complete. Oh my, did I neglect to inform you the second content? I cannot apologize enough. That will be certainly explain why you agreed to help with the countless others turn their noses up at the idea, so to speak. Well, what is done is done. Please accept this for your troubles, along with my thanks.
Thank you for the help. We can finally get back to training the young birds. Chocobos are skittish by nature, see, and training them takes a zeal of patience. It don't make the task any easier that soldiers and adventurers tend to ride them towards danger rather than away from it. Anyway, we're grateful for the help. Here's a small token of our gratitude. You have another quest? We haven't forgotten how you helped us out with the Maitlands. Speaking of which, if you've got a bit of time to spare, could I trouble you to gather some efforts? You can find them living in the tangled undergrowth near Blessed Bud, but don't be surprised if your presence attracts a starving ladybug or two. They're rather fond of the wee falcon, you see. When you've gathered the efforts, deliver them to Captain Growth over at Etot Spire, and tell him Tree Speak Stable sends its regards.
Do your mission! Whee! I shall kill some things.
Your mission's over here too. Yeah, one the side quest we just got.
Oh, my bad. Wait for me, friend. I'll turn mine down if you want to read yours.
Welcome back, Nayo, the Elemental's whisper of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront the embodiment of Earth, to endure its onslaught? Has the crushing power of its element shaken the very marrow of your bones? No. Corruption occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the taints, right, you permitted the Earth's energy to flow unimpeded and to nourish the land once more. Can you not sense the strength of the Earth returning? Already, the land begins to heal. Thanks to your actions, that field will once again bear bountiful crops. When next you have reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task and that which you accomplished. Experience once more the grinding weight of the Earth's fury and revel in the memory of life flowing anew through the land you helped restore. With such thoughts, shall your understanding of nature continue to grow. I hope you were paying attention, Sophie. Oh yeah, Sophie. See this adventure here? Now came all the way from Stillglade Fane just to hear my lesson. You would do well to learn from her example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sophie. A wonderful gift. Yet there is more to being a conjurer than... But I don't want to do more. I want to heal. I'm good at healing. You can't make me do those other things. So sometimes I wonder why I even try. Sylvie joined the guild shortly before you came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know a few conjurers who are equal to her in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child, and when she should by rights be learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander it, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been a most attentive student. I have taught you all I know of the element of earth. You may report back to Brother Izumi and tell him as much. Roll actions. Where are you?
I'm killing some of these fuckers.
Roll actions are spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all the classes within a role: tank, melee, DPS, ranged DPS, healer, rather than a specific class. Roll actions are learned in the same manner as class actions via leveling, but only need to be learned once to be able to use them with all participating classes within a role. I didn't know that. The role section has been added to actions and traits found under character in the main menu. Selecting it will display the role actions you have learned. Okay. I was gonna go return this mission.
Yeah, I was gonna go do that, and if we can, go up to Peacekeep and get the other two that are up here, and then go to Central. So that's where my mission is for my level 5.
Central?
Yeah.
Towards the tree giant?
I actually don't know my way. Come back here. Thought you were about to fight this tree.
Maybe adventurous, but I ain't stupid.
How the hell do you get up here, Betsy?
This way?
I'm pretty sure this is not the proper way to get in this one. You come to lend a hand, have you? Well then, you're welcome to a task for her seemingly never-ending list. I'll need you to head west along the road, scrub down 2 of the milestones. I swear by Nofika, those signs accumulate dirt and grime with almost unnatural haste. Seek with Kiwadrawadwana. Trees speak stable once you've seen them. Should we got to hear if the mountains are clean? For the next 3 bells at least. What is that? You have something for me? Here you go. Oh, aphids from Budwine. This is indeed a blessing. What use have we for aphids, you ask? Why, they're oil, of course. There's not better than maintaining our weapons. Were it not for you timely delivery, I would have been forced to send a sentry to replenish our dwindling supplies. I'll have to thank Budwine personally, and thanks you as well, friend. Fred wishes to enlist the service of an adventurer to fight against the X-Fall. Ah, Luna, just the person. Your efforts on behalf of the Tree Speaks Fable mark you out as a genuine talent. If you have confidence in your battlecraft, mayhap you would agree to help us our fight against the X-Fall. According to reports, Ixo scouts have been sighted by the river. due west of here. Though the area is uninhabited, it borders Tree Speak stables and the Blessed Bud. We need to drive them off before they can threaten our people. If several of their scouting parties were
Similarly.
dispatched, it might give their leaders cause to doubt the wisdom of their path. Slay 2 Exile Delantants, 2 Exile Lost Wings, 2 Exile Slowbeaks. Show them the price they must pay for setting foot in our territory. What I was just doing for free.
Yep. So, head down and head up? Or you want to just head up?
I'll just go this way and get through this one first. It's right here. And then go killing, and then we go up. You weaklings! Wow. Do you have the Opos that you need to defeat? Can I defeat the couple? I need this one, so. It's so perfect. Don't worry, I'll put the OP for you. Do you need another one? You want to do the fate?
Sure.
Let's do the side mission. There has to be more to this one.
just complete a window detailing your reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed to all event participants and are based not only on success but on individual contributions. The more active you are in completing event objectives, the greater your contribution will be deemed. Contribution is indicated by the gold, silver, and bronze medal that appears on your reward window. Yeah, you left me. Oh, I need the
microchip. Where are you?
Oh, yours.
There you are.
Microchip? I don't know if you see my neck.
You're not level 9?
Remember, I've been doing this for Is that all of them that we needed? Well, see, you got level 9. I don't know where your mission is.
It's in Central, so we're going there before we go back to the city.
Ain't seen your face around here before. It's my sworn duty to keep the beasts in Heist Mill and protect her from them as would do her people harm. If you mean stay for a spell, you'll have to prove ye can be trusted. Ours ain't a large community, and we've hardly any fighting folks, so there's always a need for battle-savvy types. What with all the beasties lurking hereabouts? As it happens, we've been suffering from an outbreak of midges of late. The buggers are driving our patrols to distraction. Now, if you were to exterminate, say, half a dozen swarms, we'd know ye were for a friend. I know how to speak, I promise. Right?
You can speak it. You have the look of an adventurer. Adventurers love little tasks, do they not? Well, I need you to head into the forest and pick glimshoons for me. You haven't the faintest idea what a glimshoon is, do you? Glimshoon is the common name of a variety of fungus with white phosphorescence. What do you say? A glowing mushroom? Yes, I suppose you can put it that way. There's a colony of the rock space in the southwest of Peace Garden. But do not simply pick the first one you come across, the brightest glowing mushroom you can find, if you please. Well, yes, I'll love to be able to harvest glimshoons for myself, but there is a small matter of the Excel Scouts. Not terribly friendly, those chaps. Off you go, then. I don't remember them being so rude.
Right? Maybe we were always reading them in a happier tone, though.
I probably just never read.
You didn't. What are you talking about?
Everyone here's an asshole. Assholes.
What do you expect?
You not see an asshole? Sheep.
This is why I use a mouse. It doesn't know how to select.
I'll go get the asshole, that's it. Run. He was trying to kill us. No point.
You've done us a kindness and proven yourself capable besides. Take this with Herstmill's thanks. Oh, before you go, I've thought of something else you could do for us. I always see you let it on. Would you mind going to Hedgetree and seeing that all's well? Since ancient times, the tree has guarded these woods with her holy presence. Lately, though, we've been hearing reports of Excel pecking around in her vicinity. No more than scouts, I'd wager, but if they were to lay their filthy hands on the hedge tree, well, it don't bear thinking about, so I'd be much obliged if you'd head southeast to the hedge tree and see that no harm has come to her. Oh, and if ye chance to encounter any Xundel, send them packing. Be warned, though, the birdmen ain't like to take their leave without a fight. Make sure you go well prepared and keep your eyes peeled, alright? You seem nicer.
To the tree!
To the tree! To the tree! To the tree! To the tree! To the tree! To the tree! To the tree!
Oh, there it is.
That was mighty too simple. That was mighty too simple. Now?
The other mission? And if you wanted to do this thing, I can't take all this one. What the fuck? Whatever. To the fate.
What fate was this one?
Level 8, it's killing the giant plant thing.
I don't have Isuna though.
You should be okay. We'll get there. We'll turn in our missions. I'm thinking we should probably do the fate run so we can get the fate, the little quest that says for fate ones, the names. If you run low-level fates and you get like a title attached to your name. That's what it said about the thingy, though.
Slew an Ixel, did ye? Ha! Bloody birds think twice before coming near our helmet. The Ixel once dwelt in the 12th wood, you know, but long ago they woke the green rat and were driven out. Needless to say, they weren't best pleased with us Gardenians took their place here. In fact, it's none other than this resentment what kindled their hatred for us. But I suspect I'm burning ye. But defending the hedge tree, you've once more proven yourself a friend to Hatesmill. If ye can spare a moment, I ask that ye speak with others in the hamlet. Many of us here could use a hand, and I can think of none better than to assist them.
Mew. Were you able to find the glimpse room? Well, look at that glove. Perfect. This will me mix a potent remedy for the creeping death. To forestall the obvious question, the creeping death is a daily plague that once ravaged the Hyrian population of Gardenia. Though it can be now cured through simple conjuring, it doesn't hurt to have a ready supply of medicine. After all, out here in Hinsdale, we cannot always rely on a conjurer to be on hand whenever a youngling coughs. Think Martin for wandering adventures, though,
Should we see what's in our mailbox?
Yeah.
Greetings, someone. I'm a delivery Moogle. Kupo? Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why ever would they agree to carry about letters? Why, indeed, if I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful
Mooglet
with a rainbow-colored pom-pom, Kupo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all of that terrible commotion. Aether rights were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor wingless people of Eurosa had no way of communicating with each other, beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of. Kupo? That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first we were wary of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us like you do every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd find a new calling. And I personally promised to try and not read any along the way, Kupo. Look what we have here. 4 new letters have arrived just for you, Kupo. Oh, this is our... Because we've been playing for a while, we're getting the rewards for the... They're all just glamour items, frankly.
You obtained untradeable item. This item is yours and yours alone. This cannot be sold or traded.
You have obtained a unique item. As this item is special, you can never possess more than one at a time.
Moogle delivery service can be found accessed by speaking with one of the many delivery Moogles stationed throughout Erzonia, or by clicking on one of the Moogle letter box. The service can be used to send messages, items, and guild to anyone on your friends list. Pressing the new button located on the upper right-hand corner of the Moogle delivery service window will open a letter editor. In addition to composing your message, this interface can be used to specify a recipient as well as attach guild and items.
Who's building?
2043.
Me too! Woo!
Let's go.
Hands free, people! I'm doing that right.
Yeah, it's not. A little off, but
Where said I was on point? Do you want to do this again?
we did need this one. Like
I learned Medica!
okay.
And I learned Isuna! You left me.
Sorry. I was pulling up the tree.
You left me.
I am sorry.
You're not.
I don't miss coming to this tree.
I don't remember going to this place.
It was bloody work, but it had to be done. Your service to Gardini will not be forgotten. Thanks to you, we now have time to plot our next move. We can only muster our forces and take the battle to the Birdmen and consolidate our defense before they return. I must need consult with the commander.
I wonder.
And why in Sam's hell did you do that?
You got me down faster.
I still beat you here.
Yeah, because I don't know where I'm going. Your point? What was that?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? You've been cleaning mountain stones? Why, thank you. With all the chores that need doing around here, I was afraid they would be left to get even filthier. It's not just that they're an eyesore, by the way. In that state, the creatures around here are wont to lay their eggs on them. As to why, well, I can only assume their preferred nesting trees are in short supply these days. Be that as it may, we can't have monsters hatchling from roadside signs. These paths are dangerous enough as it is. Perhaps a sprinkling of stink brew would keep the beasts away. Did you hear about Damata of Herstmill? Apparently Opal crept into her stores and made off with her Montai beans. Ordinarily, Opopos wouldn't go near them, what with their foul odor and even fouler taste, but food has become scarce of late. Truth be told, a good many of us are glad to be rid of this stench. Still, I can't stand to see Dementia so dispirited. Would you track down those thieving opals and recover the Montai beans? I'm told 6 bags were taken, all told. Damanta is well respected by all the women of Hillsmill, so it would do you well to earn her favor. So people like smile and don't interrupt if she goes off on one of her tangents. Prisma lies just to the north of here. You're like to run into Opos on the way. With luck, you may even encounter the bean thieves themselves. We have to go back up.
Mm-hmm. Just think it on the bright side. You do it once, we ain't gotta do it again.
I can heal by myself.
Now let's go turn in this mission and then walk to Central.
Wait.
Yeah.
I know where it is.
You're not like me, who keeps the map big.
I wanted to take up as little screen room as possible. They were getting like animal skins and stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm. For when we are needing to, craft. I suppose there's nothing to be done. What's that, young lady? You have something for me? Yes! Are you missing back of Mewtwo beans? But how? You didn't track them down from those first opals, did you? I had all but given up hope before you arrived. But these beans, I can make enough Muton tonic for everyone in Timestim. As long as I have enough of the Murochu leaflets to flavor it, there should be no complaints. Speaking of which, my son drank the unflavored Mewtwo tonic the other day. One of his friends challenged him to do it, and he said, do you know what he did? You know what? He drained the whole cup with one great gulp without making so much of a face. He grows stronger and braver by the day, nay, the very hour. Either that or my secret recipe is rather more delicious than I imagined. Now that I think about it, a good many people have described it as a taste that is unforgettable.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear. If I am to make this much mutant tonic, I'll only need far more Marucho leaflets. Young lady, would you be so kind to fetch me 4 leaflets from the Maruchos outside the Harmlet? I'm whipping up a fresh bout of Muon tonic. Oh, you see, it's a lovely drink, absolutely bursting with nutrients and goodness. I'll have you know, I always drink it at least 1 cup a day. Alas, few people share my passion for healthy living. Truth be told, most won't touch the stuff. Not unless you add mutual reflex. Anyway, apparently the taste and the smell are too distracting to some such nonsense. Oh, but listen to me prattling on like an Ishardian priest. I shall stop talking and start stringing. And well, don't just stand there, dear. Run along, fetch me those leaves. This batch will be ready soon, and such a shame if no one could drink. But me.
From the feeling I get, it wouldn't be too bad thing. By the way, did you see the quest for the Chocobo Keep?
It's not a quest. It's literally for the chocobo thing. I mean, you just hired a porter. will dispatch as soon as we die. Lloyd was healthy. So I said thanks. Ah, you're back. Did you manage to find those Marrow Tree leaflets I asked you for? Let's see, that's for alright. Sniff, sniff. Ah, such a lovely scent. Now you gathered only four I asked for, not one more. Oh yes, I know you shouldn't have asked, but these days more and more people forget to take only what they need. If we are to live in harmony with the wood, we must respect the life and remember what it means to take it. Never be wasteful. Know the value of life and value of our time here in this world. That's why I must live my life to the fullest, least nary a moment, nary a word, nay, not so much as a single one. Remember, if you mean to remain within the 12's wood, you must ever be mindful to show respect and gratitude to the forest and the elements. You know, you remind me of my son. He's a good boy, but sometimes he forgets what is the meaning to be a gardenia. Why, just the other day, I caught him and his friends throwing mutant beans at each other. Needless to say, I was terribly cross. Who wouldn't be? And all and all set to give them a memorable scolding. When I noticed they were playing in teams, and my son was leading the winners. Oh, I shouldn't have been proud, but when I saw the way he marched his troops, by which I mean his friends, it was so clear to me that he was born to lead. Ah, where was I? Oh, yes. You see, later that day I was cooking dinner, and he, quite without promptly, offered to wash the vegetables. He's such a good buddy, you know? You know? But
There's another mission. Are we gonna be stuck here inside Mission Hell?
no, Betsy, we're just leveling up. I'm sorry, Nayo. Shut it. You flipped.
Pardon me, my lady. Might you be the adventurer of whom Eadbert speaks so highly? If you could but spare a moment, I've never thought myself a popular girl, and men rarely give me a cause to believe otherwise. Yet lately I've been the recipient of several gifts. Sparkling jewels and fine silks over which a prouder maid than I would surely swoon, all from an anonymous admirer. Naturally, I was flattered, but I knew nothing of my mysterious benefactor, and so I endeavored to seek him out, only discovered that he is none other than Egbert, an infamous rogue wanted for countless robberies in Gardenia. I realize now that all of his presents were taken from others, and that I have unwittingly won the affections of a dangerous criminal. But that's not all. With this latest gift came a request. He insists that we meet in the woods outside of the gristmill, where he intends to present me with his most precious gift. I'm at a loss. I beg of you, my lady, will you not go in my stead? I wish only to be left in peace, but I fear a man such as he may be driven to violence when made to hear such words. I pray no harm comes to you. Our friend went to sleep.
He has to go to work.
Isn't this dangerous for us to do?
We're girls too, you know.
Right? Did we just slay a man?
We just killed the man, yes.
Like, I know he's a criminal and all, but did we really just have to slay him?
Yes, we did, apparently.
Please tell me you at least knocked him unconscious, Mrs. Pointy Tool.
I did!
All for naught. I give thanks that you're unharmed, at least. A letter? For me? My dearest Maria, I pray this letter finds you well. I know my gifts were sudden and many, but I hope they were to your liking. Seeing you in the first summer of your womanhood, I could restrain myself no longer. My thoughts have been only of you these past many moons, of what gifts might bring you happiness. Yet to see you smile from afar is not nearly enough. I long to live together with you in Hurstmill, and nothing would bring me greater joy. I would give you a grand garden filled with the white chamomile you love so. But such dreams can never come true. My crimes are known and will never be forgiven. The most I can hope for is for you to know my heart. That would grant me a measure of peace, and so, if it does not cause you distress, I would write to you again. Yours ever, Egbert.
Didn't we just kill him, though?
Right? Thank you for bringing me this letter, Nayo, his most precious gift. I understand now, but how did you know my favorite flower? Is Egbert? No, it can't be. Anyway, we must return the presents to their rightful owners. I know it will not erase this, Egbert's sins, but perhaps the 12 will view him more kindly. Forgive me this final request, but could you go to Gardenia and speak with a woman named Mione? You should find her in the Carline Canopy. Tell her of all that transpired here today. She'll know what to do. Yeah, Mother Mione. She always knows what to do. Now what do we do?
Preferably to the Central Shroud?
I'm on follow. We've been streaming for 3 hours. Or recording. Just so you know.
Okay.
So once we turn in our conquest, call it?
Yep.
Or technically when we pick up our second, or that tip.
Yeah, 5th level's good for the day.
For 3 hours? We got the level 10 in 3 hours?
That's how tedious the beginning of this is.
No, I'm impressed.
No.
I felt like Errol and Julian took a lot longer.
That's because we were...
Oh yeah, that was the Monza.
Yeah, that was Lamosa.
You know where you're going?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not the tanky one. You are.
Yes, because I'm a Lancer.
I'm sad.
You ready to run? Okay, we don't gotta run. Pass the space.
Wait, the Ethernet.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your true destination?
No, I want to go to the Central Gardenia, but
You get to it for here.
yeah, so we gotta go through Adler Springs and all that jazz. Might as well get the crystal while we're here. Read that as usual.
By learning the spell teleport, you are now able to travel instantly between aetherites to which you are attuned. Access the teleportation menu by selecting teleport under travel from the main menu. Unlike other spells, teleport does not require MP to cast, and instead uses a type of naturally regenerating spiritual energy. A small fee of gil, however, must be paid to the keepers of the aetherite so that they can maintain the crystals and defend them from those who would see them destroyed. The fee varies depending on travel distance and remoteness of aetherite location. Registering an aetherite as a favorite destination will reduce the amount of gil required to travel there. Up to 3 favorite destinations can be registered at any one time.
Something was trying to kill me.
Yep. Like it always is.
Ah, fuck. Fuck. Ready to run?
Yes.
Go.
Don't get hit again.
Run! Run! Run!
Please. Where was I going? Should I just stand here?
You need to get out of there, so you need to wait for the run to come back.
I know my way around.
F in the chat.
Where did you need to go, Mrs. Littleton?
I needed to go to the right here to go to slay some Yarzolos. I'll wait for you. You were left 1 HP, Donald.
Okay. Your point? I live. Am I just going to the main road? Yes. Where are you? Apparently I need the forest, my guy.
You can kill him.
You good?
Mm-hmm. You know?
Yes.
Let's go show ourselves to this guy.
Can you stop trying to call everyone an a-hole?
But they are! I didn't know how a-hole-ish they were.
They're just uncertain of our abilities. Be kind. They think we're gonna cop out with our dicks in our hands. Was I doing it or you?
I'll do it. Ready for inspection, are we? Right then. Eyes forward. Yes, I think you passed muster. You must be surprised how many young promising sort of get themselves killed by rushing off into woods without first donning them in just instead of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide a required degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty, Luna.
You just clicked through it? Hi.
No, I just picked this one up.
Hi. Yeah, you clicked through him talking.
Oh. Nayo, by the tireless efforts, you have proven yourself a friend to Gardenia. I believe you can be trusted with a sense of intelligence. I would assign you a mission considering import, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing the details until you have pledged your participation. I'm authorized to tell you that the only that is concerned suspicious activity in the 12th would say that you will lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing.
No.
Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You will be by now, you have heard that the suspicious individual has been seen prowling the 12th wood. No, I haven't. And you may also be aware that Ixal activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that the increase coincides almost exactly with the first recording sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tighten our surveillance in hopes of tracking down the unknown visitors. Alas, our query is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movement ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently, covertly, we may need to close in our query unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are the beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Luna. For their sakes, I ask that you aid us in this investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we shall shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search in Life Man Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support. Let us query, catch scent of our presence, and evade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Oh, I think that's here, but I'm not entirely % sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's up there.
Up where?
Up here.
It's in where the sign is. Okay. But let's go turn in our tins and call it a night. Can't we just return?
I forgot. Okay, I forgot.
You're fine.
I'm not used to hitting return because multi-class.
I'll walk over to Leone first. I'm gonna be a lancer, turn in my mission. I mean, at least they don't flood the front.
Yeah. But Chine, I always used to walk through here. They've literally cut it off.
A message from Emir from Hinton, you say? I see Albert, you fool. I'll deal with the stolen goods. Worry not. Yes, I know the boy and his family. He once lived in this very town. One day he stole a handful of chamomile seeds from an influential merchant in Ebony South. You see, the town had a sister. Chamomile was her favorite flower. Thinking only to take his sister happy, I doubt he grasped the gravity of this act. Regardless, his parents felt that he had brought terrible shame to the family, and though they disowned him, cast out of hearth and home, he grew desperate, and those who think only of survival think of little law. A common enough tale, perhaps, but no less tragic for it. And now you know the truth. The sister Albert loved so dearly is Emilia. Mary was too young to remember when Albert left, so her parents decided to conceal his existence. However, the word of the boy's banner soon spread, and her parents were forced to move in Heimstern to maintain the friction. By now, Mary surely heard of the rumors of her long-lost brother, though a gentle girl like her would never question her parents' honesty, and whatever faint memories she once may have had are long gone. But Albert has never forgotten Emilia. Despite the danger, I suspect he now keeps close to Gardenia, refusing to leave his beloved sister a second time. I'll send Emilia some chamomile seeds by the way, of thanks of helping us to recover the stolen goods. If it only were simple as returning them to the rightful owners, sadly Albert's crime will not be so easily forgiven. But perhaps by the time these seeds have sprouted and their flowers bloomed, he will have found a new path. You left me.
And you're still gonna load into your aetherite spot before me.
I cannot deny that.
See?
Just a few seconds.
Yeah, but I have to walk down a winding path. You walk right in.
Welcome back, Luna. Well done. I trust you understand what in times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will evade the Lancer who lacks composure. You're now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive and seeking to cover his weakness, surrendering his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is not but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all the good it would do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you to go to Central Shroud to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, the neck of the 12th wood has become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There you'll find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become haunts for fell creatures. You look to put them down. What manner of fiends you can expect to encounter? Ha! Reveal that would be the default of the purpose of the lessons, young Lancer. I will say only this. If you face these foes with a Lancer's resolve, you'll surely emerge the victor. And once you have completed the trial, pray report to Jillian at the entrance hall. She has grasped the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble, though I no doubt will encounter similar difficulties. Her struggle has furnished her with certain insight, which I think would be benefit from hearing. A Lancer learns best when he is doing. But wisdom of his sensors is not entirely without force. Go now, Luna. Do as I bid you. still on the fucking 5th mission.
Really?
Yes. This is a 2-part, so go ahead.
Ah, Nayo, you have returned, but tell me, how did you fare under Nolanul's expert tutelage? Have you delved deep into the earth and felt its suffocating weight, its life-sustaining figure? Such experiences will serve you well, and have you aught else to report? A fledgling conjurer named Sylphie cast healing magic upon you? How kind of her. So I must confess to sharing Nolan's frustration with the girl. As you yourself have witnessed, Sylphie possesses a natural talent for the conjuring of mending and restoration. Alas, her gifts appear to have blinded her to the need for study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble or the faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the debt she owes to nature and indulge in ever more reckless displays of power, there is every possibility that she will create dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am presently at a loss to know how such an eventuality might be prevented. Ah, a thought occurs to me now. It may be that your encounter with Sylphie was ordained by the elementals. Should you chance to meet with her again, I ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. But we have discussed our wayward young friend's education enough. Let us speak instead of one of my more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made does you great credit, Nayo. Though you are yet new to the art of conjuring, you are no stranger to nature's embrace, considering all that you have learned. I hope you understand the true significance of these words. I get something. Oh. Greetings, now. Each time we meet, the part of conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lessons, you learned about the element of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Fullflower Combe in the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Wolfile? Though scant few years have passed since her coming of age, Wolfile is a conjurer of consummate skill who is able to divine the will of air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the mysteries of wind. I'm on my level 10. Are you sure it's not the level 10?
Yes.
Should I become a sister?
Nah. We're gonna call it here for the night anyway. So, I'll sit here and rest.
You should do. Are you in a sanctuary?
Mm-hmm.
Sit. Where do you sit? How do you sit?
Emo.
It's a gray one, right? Being blind?
This is my preferred sitting style. Go over one more.
It's not special, guys.
And that, when she sits, will be the end. Great. Alright guys, that is the end of our first ever streaming of Final Fantasy, which will be Nayo and Luna edition of watching Nayo with her face showing. Well, my face will stay out of the picture.
For the most part.
I'll try to. I don't want to be known. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.
And see you next time, I hope. Bye-bye for now.